Good morning. Time for another garden tour. It's been a while. I'll start with this right here. Jerry had a lot of wood left over from something else that he did. So he put a bed on the front of my garden. This is on the outside, and it's huge. It's 16 feet long, it's 2.5 feet wide, and a foot deep. And I put straw bales in there, which I'm conditioning. That's what you have to do before you plant in it. But there's still a gap in the front, which you can see. And that's going to take 8 bags of dirt. I'm really tired of buying dirt, but I gotta buy dirt because I got to plant in it, because this whole thing is going to be just all kinds of flowers, whatever I want to put in there. All right, so here we go. All right, the shed is not finished, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. I still have decorating to do, but here we go. He's almost finished with it. We still need to put a doorknob or something, and then he's got to put shelves on the inside. But you can see the little porch post made from trees, and in the back there's little supports made from trees. And then these boards he found in the blacksmith shop, and he made the railings out of that. So this just stores all my stuff, and I think I'm going to put some solar lights on it. I don't know. I'm going to have to gussy it up. He left a couple of the little branches for hooks so that I can hook things on there. I thought that was cute. And down here, on the left side, there's a pot of marigolds and some chamomile. And then this box we found in the blacksmith shop. It was something that was sent to Bush, or to the can company. And I'm going to fill that with dirt. Right now it's just got weeds and stuff in it. And fill that with flowers. And then there is a holy basil, which is a really good basil to make tea with. And then on the other side of the shed are 2 pots. Let's see, the one with the flag in it has rosemary, thyme, and winter savory. And this one has shamrock, tarragon, scented geranium, nasturtium, and a regular little red geranium that I took a cutting from. I think it's going to be okay. It looks like it is. Okay, and then the first time you had a tour, I think all I had was this bed, and it had a little garlic in it. There it is now. The garlic is really close to being up to my armpit. It has about 6 more weeks probably, and then I'll be pulling that. Along this edge of the fence, we still have lumber and stuff in here because he's not quite done. These are potatoes, and they're doing really well. Hopefully we'll get a few out of it. You don't get a whole lot of potatoes out of a grow bag, but it's still fun. Tomato, and these are what I call my overflows. I always plant way too much because stuff dies and you just need to have extra. But this time they all lived, and I couldn't bear the thought of throwing them out, so I stuck them in these grow bags, and we'll see what they do. Here are some Roma tomatoes. I think I have 6 of those. I want to can those if they do well. Compost bin. You can see my redneck potato tub back there, my tater tub with the weeds all around it. Let's see. This is lettuce that I'm letting go to seed so I can save the seeds for next year. And yesterday I planted watermelon seeds and cantaloupe. Can't wait to have those. They're going to climb this thing like my birdhouse gourds did last year. If you can see it. Let me see. I'm not a good videographer or whatever you say. And all of this down here is overflow. Again, I always plant too much. Now I don't know what to do with all these things. I can't bear to throw them away. I am going to give a few of the peppers to somebody at work. And can you see that eucalyptus? I had no clue that you could grow that from seed. I think I planted 6, and all 6 of them came up. I've got them planted in my garden. I have these 2 left. I may take those to work tomorrow and see if somebody wants them. Look over here. These are my collards, which are already trying to bolt. Down there is a little husk cherry. Some people call them ground cherries. They're in the tomato family. They're in a little husk, kind of like a tomatillo. And they're really good. They taste kind of like strawberries and pineapples all mixed together. Let's see, here's the asparagus. It's doing really well. It'll be probably 3 years before we can actually eat asparagus from this bed, but I wanted to give it a try, starting it from seed, and it just takes longer, but it's a whole lot cheaper. Here is the broccoli, which is doing really well. This one, I discovered, has a tiny little head. So maybe in about, I don't know, by the end of the month, we'll eat broccoli from the garden. There's some overflow onions. And I stick radishes just everywhere. Jerry likes them, and I can just pull him a few every now and then. Makes him happy. Here is one of my straw bale gardens. It has a mixture of different kinds of peppers in it. I don't know. I hope this works. I've never done this, but we'll see. It would be really cool if it does work. Here's another one that is just now ready to plant. You have to condition them for like 12 days with fertilizer and water and stuff. And this one is ready now. And I planted some sunflowers in the back. They're the shorter ones. I think they only get like 4 feet tall. And then on the front, on each one of those bales, the left and the right, I'm going to plant pumpkins and just let them sprawl all over the wood chips. Here's another bale with a tomato, basil, chives, and a St. Croix pepper. There's another eucalyptus. Here's a straw bale that has cucumbers. I need to thin those, but I want to wait a few days to make sure that they're going to be okay. Right now they look real healthy. Another straw bale, parsley, tomato. What else is in here? There's another tomato, and here is a little pepper that can't decide if it really wants to live or not. I hope it lives. It's a shishito, and we love those. Here's another bed of peppers with a couple of tomatoes. I do love my peppers. I have all kinds. The only hot ones I grow are the jalapenos to make the pepper jelly, but I just like peppers. Here is a round bed with a teeny tiny blackberry, but it has grown quite a bit. In the back is morning glories and moonflowers. I'll have flowers in the morning and flowers at night. And hopefully I can train those to grow on the deer fence out there. Jerry has left a lot of the yard unmowed on purpose for the bees so they can get the pollen off the weed flowers. That's why it looks a little shaggy outside. Another eucalyptus. This is called a Thai basil tower. It's a basil that gets really tall. That's why I put a tomato cage around it. There's another blackberry. Also doing well, tiny, but it's growing. Back here in the bed that I won, I don't know how in the world this happened, but somehow a potato got in there, and it's really happy, so I'm going to leave it alone. There is a lemon verbena, another pepper, and more ground cherries. These grow bags right here, they're not doing really well. I don't know what's going to happen to those. We'll see. I did plant a summer squash and a yellow squash a couple of days ago. They haven't come up yet, but we'll see how they do. There's another tomato. Here is a bed with some onions in it that don't really look like they're going to thrive. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'll leave them alone and see what happens. Alrighty, I guess that is everything. Let's see. Right out here, if you can see it through all the fencing, is the bear tree. It's already got tiny apples on it, so I'm sure he was here the other night checking on the progress, if he's the same one. I guess that ends the tour. There is my shady spot, and that's where I'm headed right now. Talk to you later. Bye.